Hi everybody, it's such an honor to be here today to tackle this quite intricate issue. What is going on the field today is just an emanation of what is dwelling in a type of magma and frustrations in minds, in psyches, in the internet fibers and elsewhere. So what we are witnessing on the field is just the tip of the iceberg. 9 on 10, 90% are in the psyches and are in the brains, are in the nets, are in the societies. Now we are witnessing a mutation in the extremist discourse. It is not just a puritan discourse, it is offering a dream of dignity and dream of unity. Dream of unity because the Muslim world witnessed a crash in 1924 of the Ottoman Khilafat, and many countries in the Muslim world felt like if they were orphans. Yes, Morocco was not in this frame because it has its own Khilafat, but the majority of the countries felt orphanage because decisions were taken in Istanbul and now everybody was on his own. So people felt orphanage and they were looking for a father. It's a sort of panacea, cure-all pill that everybody was seeking out after. So in Morocco, we were aware of the fact that this is a dream that is being offered, and we need to shape a political Islamic theory that would respond to that. And this, if you can follow up, if you trace history, you would see that this is what happened in many countries. And in Morocco, it was the case, but in 1979, in Iran, after the Iranian Revolution, there was this status of Murshid, which is Amir al-Mu'mineen, which is what Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi in Daesh and Abu Bakr Shikau in Boko Haram are claiming. It is not a game. They are doing it for a political purpose because there is a set of laws that cannot be displayed unless from this position of Amir al-Mu'mineen. But the legitimacy is the question. So I'm saying all this to say that this discourse needs to be deconstructed. And this is what we've been trying to do in Morocco. We have been through the literature, the extremist literature, audio, written, audiovisual, on the internet, and we have discovered some repetitive items, such as that, well, the West has been conspiring to scatter the Muslim world, whereas it is uniting. The West has planted Israel in the Muslim world, so we need to do something about that. They would say that those governors, kings and presidents are not doing what needs to be done, so we need to do it ourselves. They would highlight the fact that there has been colonialism. And in colonialism, millions were killed, and this needs to be addressed. They are not doing something about that. We need to do what we can do about this. 4, they will talk about humiliation. 5, they will talk about double standard. 6, they will talk about the fact that there is this cocktail, Iraqi, Afghani, Burmese, Central African cocktail. 7, they will talk about the infiltration in matter of values and in matter of ideology. And 8, last but not least, they will talk about the value system that is being challenged, and we need to do something about this. And for all that, the Daesh people would come and use the vacuum that was created because of the fact that during the 60s, 70s, and 80s in the area, religion was not addressed and tackled as it should have been tackled. We have armies of officials, religious officials in the Muslim world. Take the example of Egypt, you would have 280,000 officials in the payroll, and they're being paid by the public money. In Saudi Arabia, you have 300,000 people. In Morocco, you would have 70,000. In Algeria, something like that. In Tunisia, you have 35,000. Those people need to be re-looked. We need to build up capacity. Those people need to be re-iconized. Icons and empowerment. this would require some curricula address and some work to reshape those people and enable them to do this, because they are already on the payroll, and this is what they've been trained for. So in Morocco, we've been doing this. We have twice a month training for over 50,000 people. And we're offering some curricula that would make them aware of those challenges. Then we have been going through the sections after deconstructing the discourse and seeing the fact that it is offering this dream of unity and dignity. Put yourselves in the shoes, in the skin of an 18-year or 20 years old guy, jobless, angry, frustrated, and reading on the net that, come to me, I'll marry you to the most pious and beautiful lady in the world. Come to me and I'll make you the head of intelligence in Daesh. Come to me and I'll make of you a scholar. We need to offer alternative dreams. And this work in the dreams arena is very capital, very crucial. And here comes the role of the various layers of action: arts and social structures and academia, universities and research centers, and so on. So this fact that those traditional institutions need to be re-empowered is something that we have been working on. Sections of perception. When we're talking to youth, we need them to be the ones who are doing for themselves. They do not need adults' faces on those actions. They need those actions to be theirs. This is why we have launched Peers Education Program. For kids and youngsters, we have launched cartoons, and we're trying to work on video games. This is not very easy, because those video games need to be appealing. They need to be as colorful, as joyful as the Prince of Persia or as those wonderful video games. And last but not least, we need to be aware of the fact that there has been a vacuum in the structures. The structures, like the Sufi order structures, like the extended family structures, this is a vacuum because extremism offers structures. And in Morocco, we've been working on this. Just to wrap up, we need to be aware of the fact that what is being offered is in the arena of content. And we need to work in the content. We need to mobilize our universities and our research centers to shape an integrative, collaborative strategy to work throughout all those dimensions to tackle the issue. And this is what we've been trying to do in Morocco so far. Thank you.